And welcome everybody back to CTI's Demon 20s channel. This is Matt. He's filling in for a 6 Simo tonight with commentary. Moving over from co-coms into solo comms. We are 18 drivers strong today for F2 in Russia. Looks a little hazy out there, but dry to start the session here. Let me throw up the tires and telemetry. So while they go out there, let's take a look at the driver standings. We got Cherry in the Mercedes leading the points with 21. Ugi in second in the McLaren with 18. QPR in the Mercedes and Jaketex in the Toro Rosso both have 16, tied for third. Then you got Ali, FIFA, and Frome all tied for 10. Frome has dropped down to F3, so he won't be with us anymore. And Ali is serving a 4-race suspension, which he will be back in Austria. In 8th place, we have the gamer Paco with 8 points. In 9th is Fletcher with 7. And rounding out the top 10 is Lewis with 5. And that's your point standings, or that's your top 10 after 2 races. 2 different winners, 2 different second place guys, and 2 different third place guys. Alright, so there's a Red Bull in front of him. And more transactions. Greeny has come back to F2 to drive in the Red Bull to be teammates with our new admin, Nick Pine. After From has stepped down, he walked away from the admin duties as well as when he went to F3. So Nick, a former F1 driver and admin, is now the F2 admin. And it looks like he's the first one to set a lap. Yeah, Fish. I got home probably about 3 hours ago and I took a nap, so my fingers are warmed up now. It was really windy today and it was cold, so the wind chill wasn't very good for being outside. That looks very good so far. For a little wide there. That may be an invalid. We'll find out if he backs off or not. Looks like he's staying in it. This corner right here, I hate. I always take it at a wrong angle and invalid every time. Looks like he's done well. Oh, Rafa was first. Could have sworn Nick was the first one out. My bad. But Nick will cross the line with a 30.4. Josh, 30.1, 2 thousandths off of Rafa. Going forward with Cherry here. FIFA with a 29.7. Cherry with a 29.6. Nice lap from Cherry. Going forward with Cherry's teammate. While I find the link to my thing to share in the F2 chat. And QPR pulls it in. Oh, yellow in sector 2. Probably somebody slowing down to let people by. Hello, Onyx. Oops, wrong button. Alright. Shared it in the chat. Ooh, very close to that wall there. It looks like he's going to pull it in. These guys also have to be careful coming into the pits during... Oh, Lewis is out. I didn't even notice that. They have to be careful coming to the pits because people have been getting 5-second corner cutting penalties by clipping the curb as they make their entry into the pits. Hello, fellow commentator Simo. Hope you start getting better soon. Having the flu sucks. Keep having your soup and water and Gatorade and orange juice. Hello there, Lewis. How come every time I commentate whatever league you're in, you end up starting last? So Tom is the only driver on softs. Probably throw some rubber down to get a good lap later. Sorry. Still have to sleep from my nap. Had a long night at work, and then I spent half the day walking around town doing errands. 32.4 from Tom on the softs. Go on board with Alice Killer, who's in the Toro Rosso. Oh god, I can't speak today. Toro Rosso. I should be able to say it easy. I speak Italian. 10th, 30.7. Going board with Greeny here. Oh, he's on an out lap. Well, we'll take you on his full lap then. I never said I didn't like you, Lewis. I don't know either, Fish. All I know is I have 4 days off starting, tonight, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. And I wanted to get everything I needed to do this week done before that, just so I could just hang out and chill. Takes that corner pretty nicely. Go a little TV cam here. As he's in fourth gear around that corner. Open up DRS. Actually, I should have made a coffee like Tej did last night. He had a coffee while we were doing comms. Yeah, I'm the only one commentating tonight. Simo's sick. Oh, and into the pits, Greeny comes. Simo will be back next week. Gee, thanks, Lewis. .32.8 in the first sector for Paco. Cherry gets out of the way. No, I won't fall asleep. I actually just woke up from a nap, Lewis. I'm still a little foggy. That's it. See, it's 3:15 for me, and I got out of work at 8 this morning. Went walking around town doing my stuff. Got home around 12:30ish. Ate some food, and I took a nap. Hey, Zexer. How many spins? I don't know. There weren't too many at F4 last night. One guy crashed straight into the wall because his TV turned off while he was on a straightaway. I mean, and Paco went fifth with a 29.8. Josh has improved to 29.2 on pole. Let's go down to Poe. Poe is the king of losing his wing in F2. But I have a good feeling today. Today's going to be the day. Poe keeps the front wing on the car at all times, and he comes home with the podium. Oh, he's on no battery, so yeah. Go on board with Jacotex, who won a league race last Wednesday that I commentated on that wasn't PSGL. So, momentum got to be on his side, knowing that he's capable of winning races still. Oh, geez, Lewis. At that moment, you just put your car in AI and hope the AI don't crash or pit for you until the TV comes back on. Hey, Josh. Oh, and that's the end of his lap. Onyx getting out of the way for Cherry. Oh, Cherry's out of fuel. Oh, Cherry. And FIFA's just trying to get back to the pits, it looks like, as fast as he can, because I think that was a corner cut. Yeah, he's coming in. Let's see what Super Guy is up to in the Williams. It looks like he's on an out lap, I believe. So we'll pick up his full lap when he comes across the line, so that's not many guys are on track. Or not. Well, at least lesson learned on that one. Always have batteries in your controller. My TV only does the auto turn off if it hasn't been used for 10 minutes. That's alright, Lewis. In 5 minutes you get to go racing again. Hey, Spaniard. Hey, you didn't do too bad coming back through after the penalty, man. So Alex Keller will go 9th with a 30.2. 15 thousandths off of Nick. Anybody else? What's Rafa doing? Rafa's about to start a lap, it looks like. So the McLaren takes the final corner and he will begin his lap. And don't blame me, Lewis. Oops. Looking good so far from Rafa, who has moved up from F3 to F2, replacing him and Froome did a seat swap. He replaced Froome in the McLaren, and Froome dropped down to F3, and I assume he's in his seat in F3. Oop, A little wide there from Rafa as the Red Bull gets out of his way. Lets him through while he does his hot lap. Yeah, I always retire at the beginning of the session, Lewis. And this week I started 19th out of 20. Somebody crashed. I did the 19th to 13th challenge because I was that bad at this game. And Rafa's coming into the pits. Oop. Oh, there's FIFA. And don't forget, you got another 2 minutes after that timer goes off for people to finish up their final lap. Onyx has retired. So he'll be starting on fresh tires outside the top 10. Not a bad thing. Greeny has retired. There you go, Lewis. You're not starting last. It's got a nice Renault-themed helmet there for FIFA. Or at least it's black and yellow. Might represent something else that I don't know. FIFA goes third with the same exact lap time as Cherry. That's impressive. Poe will go 8th fastest with 30 flat. As we come down to the final minute of qualifying. Poe is calling the quits on there. Not putting too much mileage on his hypers. KLC has retired in 5th. FIFA has retired in 3rd. Well, we'll come back to Super Guy. Hello, Fro. Lewis. See what our admin can do here. Going through the second sector now. Update the DRS zone. Time is up in qualifying. Everybody will be on their final lap now. Cherry has retired, so Josh will... Well, I won't say he'll get pole yet, but it's looking good for him. 29.9 for Nick, but he invalidated. Josh has retired, so it's just left the Gamer, Super Guy, Alice Killer, and Fletcher who gets pole. And it's not going to be Super Guy. On board Alice Killer, last car to have a chance to do it. Will he get pole? No. So, today at Russia we have Josh on pole with a 29.2. Cherry in second, FIFA in third with same exact lap time, 2/10 off. Nijigatex in fourth, KLC in fifth, Gamerpock in sixth, Rafa in seventh, Oogie in eighth, Poe in ninth, Super Guy in 10th. And then we got Fletcher, Nick, Alice, QPR, Onyx, Tom, Lewis, and Greeny all starting on fresh tires. How many of those 8 guys will start on the Ultras? 29 flat in F1, huh? That sounds pretty intense. Gee, my time trial time at Russia is like a 31-2 or something. I suck at this game. It looks like another try session to start. Alright. So QPR, Onyx, and Green will start on the softs. Lewis, Tom, Nick will start on the ultras, and Alice and Fletcher will start on the hypers. $28.7 from Blizzard. Well, Blizzard is a freak on this game. He is one of the best, if not the best, right now in PSGL. Alright. It's gotta be the slowest formation lap in history. I thought Hulk did slow ones in F4. Alright, here they come. Ready to take their positions. Alright. 5 red lights. Alice Killer with a jump start, and away we go. Oh my lord. That's a lot of carnage back there. Oh geez. Oh, all that's happening. Cherry will take the lead, followed by FIFA up into second, possibly. Or, FIFA lagging, I think. I don't know what's going on over here. Oh, wow. A little decent going on there. Onyx is already out of the race. What happened, Onyx? All that styrofoam out there, it's like, where's the track cleanup crew? Alright, so single file of the top three. Cherry, Josh, and FIFA. Super Guys dropped 2 positions. Great camera angle, guys. Thank you. Alice is up in the 7th, but he has to serve that drive-through at some point. FIFA's got to run on Josh here. Even though he was already under him at turn... Oh, jeez. He was under him at turn 1, or turn 2 last time, so... So, Oogie, Poe, Kelsey, and Paco all pit for new wings on lap 1. Some of them forced into the 2-stop strategy early. And Lewis is already up into 9th. Make that 8th. As he gets by Super Guy. Super Guy's coming back at him, though. Red Bull, they're looking for room. Oh, Lewis gets forced a little wide there. Red Bull loses the back end there. Oh, and there goes Greeny's wing. Alright, Nick's looking to take a spot away from his teammate here as he opens up the DRS. Green has DRS as well, but no wing. And Nick will get the position done. Nice teamwork there by both Red Bull drivers, not losing too much time to everybody else. Actually, watch this from Nick's point of view. That might be a warning for Nick. Kind of looked like he cut that a bit, but who knows? Oop, forced a bit wide there. Hey, David. You ready for China on Wednesday, David? Ooh. Super Guy almost clipped that wall there. Fletcher with a fast lap of the race. Yeah, I know. And there goes Alice Killer to serve his drive-through for jumping the start. Not an ideal way to start your race, but... Great. Whoa. That was a dangerous block attempt there by Super Guy. And there it is, the Frome Award. Lewis with the first 3-second penalty of the race. And Super Guy shoves Tom off wide. Surely he's got to give that spot to him. And Tom will get the job done. And then Alice gets a penalty for cutting corner. And there's a half spin from Tom. Super Guy being ultra aggressive here. go up to Fletcher here, who has a run on Jaketex into the right-hander. That's a horrible camera angle. Ooh, Jaketex with a switchback, but he overdrives it. And Fletcher will get the job done. Up into fourth goes Fletcher and Williams. Super Guy has left the session. Even though his car... Oh, wait, that's Fletcher. Never mind. That's fine. Williams is battling the Ferrari up front, and Williams is battling Ferrari mid-pack. Fletcher on the inside of FIFA. Up in the third goes Fletcher. So nice bit of driving over the last lap for Fletcher, going from fifth to third. Greeny with the penalty. I wonder if Greeny can make it to the end on those Ultras. Yesterday in F4, Lars Gaming went 20 laps on his Ultras. But he was really nursing them at the end. He might go Ultras to Hypers. A little wide there for Jay. Rafa thought about making it 3 wide, but thought better of it. But he... Oh, Ferrari's into pit. So Jay will move up in 4th, Rafa into 5th. And Lewis up into 6th after starting 17th. Jaketex chasing out Josh now, as Cherry has opened up the lead to 2.1 seconds, and Fletcher has moved up to 2nd. Maybe, yeah, it looks like Josh is struggling on his tires right now. Maybe he's overheating a bit, as Jaketex will open up the DRS, and they'll drag race down to the next corner. And KLC has retired from last car running, so... Don't know what happened there. I'm sure he'll tell us in the chats, because he is one of my, what do you call it? One of my most loyal viewers when I stream. Speeding for Cherry in the pits. That is not good for the leader. But he did have a 2-second lead, so... And the undercut is amazing here. He might be able to make up that penalty. Going on to Oogie here. Battling with Greeny for 13th. Lucky 13. The number I throw on my car when I won't call it race, but when I put the car on the track, I'm number 13. Because usually to call it racing, your car has to move forward and pass with the cars. Ellis is pitting again. He should easily make it to the end on those softs. Well, there's Super Guy's lagged out car. As his Williams teammate will drive on by. Putting Oogie up into 12th and pulling to 13th. On board QPR as he's chasing down Nick. Greeny has retired. Greeny has never finished enough to race that I've commentated in. Poor Greeny. So Lewis pits as he stormed through the field, going from 17th to 6th before the pit stop. Whoa. Nick was way sideways off that corner. Let's take a look at Jay and Fletcher for the lead here. Both on the hypers. Who will pit this lap? Who will stay out? Well, Jacotex have enough here to get a run on Fletcher before the end of the DRS zone. It's got a decent run, but not enough to get there in time. Closes the gap up significantly. And if they both stay out, he'll definitely have a chance on the front stretch to make it. Fletcher stays out, and Jacotex stays out. Speeding for Rafa in the pits as he pits from 3rd. It might be too far back here for Jay, but he'll close the gap on Fletcher again for sure as they head into turn 1. Board Poe and Oogie here battling for the 11th position. DRS is open for Poe. A race like Russia is right up Oogie's alley for someone who rarely gets penalties. It's a good track for him to gain a lot of positions if he has a bad race, if he keeps it close enough. Oogie, Poe, and Paco, 11th, 12th, and 13th, all started on the softs. QPR in 4th also started on the softs. But even though he's got the 5-second stop go, Cherry has got a 4-second lead over FIFA for net P1. And Jacotex is into pit. Nick with a 3-second penalty. We'll switch to Josh here as he's chasing down FIFA, trying to get back to the net P2. A penalty for Rafa as he's trying to hold off Jacotex. Jacotex, who was in my stream yesterday for the F4 race, saw how Alice Killer went very long on the ultras to the end, and he had the confidence in the chat saying that hypers to ultras would be the best strategy. So he He's at 9th with the Ultras, and let's see how he does coming back through the field. Got a little train for him behind Josh. Oh, look in front of him. It's about to get crazy up here. 4 cars battling for net P2. And Josh gets by FIFA. Well, Rafa followed suit. Super Guys AI pits. Probably slap it on the Ultras. Fletcher pits from second. As Josh, FIFA, Rafa, and Jay play follow the leader through the final couple corners. FIFA's taking a look at Josh again. And he'll get the move done. So good battle going for 5th through 8th here. Alice Killer has DNF'd. There comes Jaketex battling the McLaren of Rafa. Both drivers were in F3 last season, and they have both graduated up to F2. Take a look at it from Jay's point of view again. As Tom is now pit. That will leave Nick and QPR as the only 2 cars that have not pit yet. And Cherry has opened up his lead to 5.7 seconds. And keep in mind, he does have the 5-second stop-go penalty that will obviously not be served by the end of the race, so. Oh, and there goes the wing of Rafa. She ran into Jaketex. These 3 cars here are going to have a great battle for the final podium spot. Only 2 of the 3 could get it. Oh, no. A little contact there. Nothing major. Both drivers carry on. Yeah, I think he's trying to go ultra hyper. It's not a bad strategy. Everybody else is doing hypers to ultras that chose that. FIFA defends it nicely. And Jake Tex moves up into 5th, which is net P3. Yeah, with the wing damage, Ref is not that far off of these guys still. Simo. So Fletcher, the fast lap race for 33.789. Jade looks like he's getting through the corners a lot smoother than Josh. Ooh. Jay with a better exit here with the DRS open. Don't think he'll get there in time. He's going to try it anyway. Leaves Josh enough room. Josh will defend it nicely. Fair play to both drivers. So the Mercedes boys are running 2-3 currently, with Cherry as the net leader. And Jay will get by Josh into 4th, and he's going to bring FIFA with him. Oh, FIFA is stuck behind him still. Oh no, Josh! Oh no! From Rafa's point of view there, that looked like he clipped the curb and spun. That could have been desync as well. All right, Nick and QPR are both in the pit. Obviously, Cherry will regain the lead here. Uh-oh, and he picks up a penalty. So add that to his 5 seconds. Yeah, Simo. I don't think they touched, though. That could have been a combination of desync and hitting that curb. Because I've spun on that curb in time trials so many times. Alright, I'm on board with FIFA. It didn't even look like you cut that corner. Where's my drink? Oops. QPR and Nick Pine battling for 7th. The two PSGL esports drivers from F2. Rafa's in the pit, looking for a new wing and probably a new set of ultras, maybe. I don't think the hypers could go 9 laps. Yeah. And he's had a quiet race, but Lewis has gone from 17th to 5th. Looking for those driver of the day honors today. He went from last to second on Wednesday in a race Jacotex won that I commentate for a different league. And Nick should easily get. Yeah, those fresh hypers are just going to tear through the people on the older tires. So he's 6'10". He's about 12 and a half seconds off the lead. 8 laps to go. You never know with the penalty situation what may happen. Here comes QPR, about to have a drag race with Lewis. And Lewis will get by. Lewis gets by Lewis. And FIFA gets by Jay for second. And that's exactly what Cherry wants to... Well, he won't see it because he's quite a bit ahead, but the more they battle, the more Cherry could pull out that lead to cover his penalties. Oh, penalty for Nick. That is not good. I believe I have not seen Fletcher's name pop up for a penalty. So Nick's going to have to get by him and gap him. Tom's only 1 second off the points. Oh, there's FIFA, and somebody else just picked up a penalty. Let's see what the other name was. See, you're one of us now, Simo. You're one of us. Oh, Fletcher does have one? Oh, if I may ask, MNS, what's your PSN? Shit, your name sounds familiar, but I don't remember. Nick has gotten by Fletcher. Oh, another penalty for Fletcher. Yeah, QPR is not letting Nick out of his sights. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I didn't know if you were in a party of one of the guys. But yeah, the tire temperatures will cause a lot of mayhem. Is that Fletcher coming in the pit? And he's going to throw some hypers on and make it to the end, it looks like. Going forward, Jaketex and FIFA, who are still battling behind Cherry. Rafa with a fast lap race at 32.6. Jaketex with a penalty. Nick's only 10 seconds behind now of the lead. Oh, Lewis has got to run on Nick. A nice move done by Lewis there. As he gets up into fourth. Or QPR, should I say, since there is a Lewis still in race. Yeah, Oogie said he was going to struggle today before everyone started. I think he lost his teammate and he's brokenhearted now. That's why he's in back. Hey, KLC. Paco with a 3. I think that's the first time I've seen Paco's name pop up. See, I've done 2 PSGL races here at Russia. And both races, I had 2 warnings on the first lap and didn't get a penalty the whole race. But then people remind me I don't go fast enough to get a penalty, so. Ooh, we're about to have a 3-car battle for the final podium spot. Thanks, KLC. Oh, not fast enough, because I went from, what, 19th to 13th this week, so. My 3 races this season have been 11th, 11th, and 13th. And QPR on the inside of Jaketex, nice and clean, for 3rd position. And here comes Nick. How long will it take him to catch Jay? Oh, 10 pounds to get a point next race? Well, if you do that, I'll send it to my breast cancer thing that I do where I donate the money for every lap I complete. Let's see, next race is Spain. See, Monaco, I could drive around at 30 miles an hour and probably get a point. Oh. Really, that's the camera angle we're going to get. Mercedes, Ferrari, the top three. That looks all too familiar. QPR going to do his best Bottas impression. Let's see. QPR has gained 12 positions, starting 14th. Lewis has gained 11 from 17th. Nick, 7, and Tom, 6. A lot of great numbers in this race. Cherry's gained 1, and it's the most important one. Alright, back to tires. Well, his name is QPR Beast, and he is driving like a beast today, so. But can he cut the gap to his teammate enough to steal the win on pens? Cherry has 8 seconds, I believe, between the stop-go and 1 penalty. I'm pretty sure QPR is 1 3-second penalty. Minus 12. Yeah, but that don't count though. When you DNF, you automatically have a minus big number. Oh, poor Nick. He had nowhere to go. Nothing anybody in front of him did wrong. He just had nowhere to go. Let me pull up the standings here again, so I know what I'm talking about in the podium interviews. Hey, Gamer, Poe, and Oogie are all on 23 laps on them softs. Tom gets by Oogie, whose tires well, he's good on his tire wear, but those tires gotta be crying by now. So 2 laps to go, and there's still a battle for one of the podium positions. And 3 cars are involved. Well, 2 cars plus one other that might catch up on pens. Wow. Jake Tech's back into 3rd on FIFA. Cherry should be starting the last lap pretty soon. Alright, Cherry has started the last lap. 1 lap to go. 6.8 seconds is the lead. Is it a big enough cushion? Even with the wing damage, Nick has caught back up again. FIFA and Jake Tech side by side down into turn 1. Little contact, nothing major. Jake Tex holds on strong on the outside. FIFA still digging on the inside. Nick gonna have nowhere to go again. Same corner he ruined his wing last time. Oop. Little tire smoke there. Whoa. Nick gets a good run off the corner. Jake Tex with a penalty. That could be big. Nick might get this. A hell of a battle for third. I apologize to Cherry if I miss him coming across the line, but this is a great battle. Actually, where is Cherry? Cherry is coming through the final sector now. Poe is retired. I'm going to say he got a puncture. 25 laps on the softs. We're going to go with puncture. Congratulations to Cherry, who will win the race. QPR second for now. Jacotex third for now. We'll see what the penalties say when we come across the line. Jacotex, Nick, FIFA. Jacotex will get it. Lewis gets up into fifth on penalties. Oh, Gamer Paco gets into fifth on penalties, knocking Lewis down to sixth. Oh yeah, QPR with the win. Because Cherry had the penalty. Ugh. Yeah, he had a speeding penalty into the pits. But, you know, it was either Cherry or QPR was going to win that race, and they're the two race winners so far this season. So QPR will have 32 points, and Cherry will have 33 points. So Cherry will have a 1-point lead over his teammate in the standings, which means they're clearly leading the constructors. So QPR with no penalties, and that will win you a race. Will get the win. Cherry will finish second with hell of a drive from him. Just the unfortunate speeding penalty cost him there. Jake Tex in third. Hell of a drive. Nick in fourth. Could have been a little higher if he didn't lose his wing with no place to go. Gamer in fifth. Lewis from 17th to 6th. FIFA in 7th. Tom AJ with a quiet 8th, coming up through the field from 16th. Not a bad race from Tom. Oogie in 9th. Rafa in 10th in his debut in F2. And then Fletcher, Poe, Super Guy, Josh. And I guess the game didn't think the other guys were important. Yeah, I didn't see a damn thing, Lewis. Alright, so it's QPR, Jacotex, Cherry. And Jacotex. Yeah, really good day for Mercedes. That's their third win as a team this season in 3 races.
Hello.
Hello.
Right. Long time no hear, Cam Anderson. Time no hear. Only about 30 seconds ago.
Another strong performance from you guys. Really extending your lead in the constructors.
It was good. Yeah.
Just waiting for Jay. I don't know if he's got a mic or not. I did another league the other day and he didn't come to that podium interview either. So I guess we could get started with you guys.
Fantastic. Yeah.
So we'll start with QPR, who wins today's race by keeping it clean with no penalties at Russia. So take us through your race and what's your secret to not get a penalty around this track that's a trap of penalties?
I think it was just all about keeping it smooth and not overheating the tyres, because that would have maybe definitely get a pen. And just not trying to drive fast, just underdriving the car maybe, just keeping it within the limits, not trying to push too hard. I know it was a good race. Managed to make the long soft stint work. Got on the ultra softs and they had quality pace. So from there I just pushed, managed to get some overtakes, and yeah, win it on pens, which is alright. It'd be nice to win it on track, but maybe later in the season I'll be able to win it again on track. So yeah, it was good.
Yes. Well, it's a fun race to watch. You guys had a hell of a battle from like second down to sixth for quite a while in that race.
Yeah, it definitely helped me out anyway, because I think everyone held each other up a lot, which meant that I wasn't actually losing that much time on the softs in my first stint. So that worked well. I'm glad they all battled like
I
hell.
was scared for the ultra soft runners behind, but
Yeah, definitely.
All right, well,
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
we'll move on to Cherry now. Pretty much dominated the race once you took the lead and you had your pit stop and you marched right through, got back to the net lead and waited for everybody else to pit. Unfortunately, you got the speeding penalty there. Other than that, how'd you feel your race went?
yeah, I think the pace was overall good. Qualifying, I was a little bit disappointed on my final run. I got invalidated, but I think maybe P2 was the ideal place to start. I think Josh had very quick straight line speed, so well, at least it looked like that from qualifying. So I knew that I had to kind of get past him as soon as possible. It was a bit of a cluster into turn one, but overall I think the race was good. I had to make sure that no one from that pack behind undercut me. And when I saw that I think FIFA was the first person to pit, I knew that I'd come out in front of him, so I was happy with that. And I think a Force India nearly held me up, but overall I thought it was a good race. Penalties wise, the actual penalty that I got was a bit stupid, running wide at the second to last corner, but I got a few warnings after that because I saw Louis coming, and honestly I was just pushing so hard and it was kind of equaling out. Louis was coming, and then I was trying to hope for the last few laps that maybe his ultras would go. But I mean, to be honest, at the end of the day, the reason that I didn't win was my mistake, and it was that stop go probably.
Yep. And at the end of the day, as a team effort, 1-2, no matter who wins and who's second, is a good day in the constructors' book. So, well done for that.
Yeah, exactly. 100% record for the Mercedes dominance so far. So hopefully keep it up.
You guys are the only one to win a race this season. So,
well, it
was the aim.
So last question here.
See how long we can keep it.
We head to Spain next week.
Yep.
Are you guys gonna make it 4 out of 4?
I think we're looking back to Cam for that one, really, because I've never been good at Spain. So the pressure's on Cam.
I was pretty good at
the
Spain.
fastest. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I was good at Spain when I practiced before, not for this league. Just Christ, imagine practicing already. And I can't see too many places to pick up penalties. So hopefully, but Spain can rain, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not good in the rain. If it's raining, it's Luis to lose.
Yeah, rain's no fun. Well,
yeah, not at all.
Well, congratulations to both of you again. Mercedes 1-2, which we see all too often in real life as well.
Maybe we should have picked a different car.
Yeah, the Sauber maybe, something a bit different.
It'd be like, oh
I
wow.
told you the Ferrari. Yeah, it would have been nice to see it win for once.
All right, so that will be it for this week of PSGL F2. Simo will be back next week to take over the streaming part, and I'll be co-coms again. And let's see, tomorrow is FP on Leon Bentley's channel with Big C in the booth with him. So everyone tune into that 8 p.m. tomorrow night for FP. And everyone have a good week and stay safe. See you guys soon.